and minutes. Also available on the Spectrum News app.
We appreciate you being with us. I'm Greg Angel. Here are your top stories in 90 seconds. Hurricane Helene now claiming more than 25 lives across 4 states. This is a look at some of the damage in Apalachicola. This is just west of where the storm made landfall. First responders are racing to rescue residents still who are trapped by floodwaters. Helene made landfall as a Category 4 storm in Taylor County. That's about 20 miles northwest of where Hurricane Idalia made landfall just last year. Volusia County first responders have been deployed to Taylor County. They left this morning to help with search and rescue operations. Fire department shared some of these photos with us of the team this afternoon. Fire Chief Joe King says the team is expected to be there for about 2 weeks. National Guard helping with cleanup around the Bay Area in Tampa. The city of Tampa sharing some photos here of guardsmen on Bayshore Boulevard. Area saw an extensive amount of flooding and storm surge. National Guard is working with Tampa Police and Tampa Fire Rescue to try to get things back to normal. And if you received damage from Hurricane Helene, you can apply for financial assistance from FEMA. You can go to disasterassistance.gov. They have the application there online that you can get started. You can also track your application once it is in the system there. Dual certified meteorologist Chris Gilson, the entire team has been with us, keeping us safe, and now looking ahead into the weekend.
Yeah, looking much quieter out there, of course, this evening compared to 24 hours ago, but still kind of breezy to windy. We don't have any rain to track for those Friday night plans. Unfortunately, heavy rainfall leading to flooding, catastrophic flooding in portions of Tennessee, North Carolina today. That flooding risk is going to be across the Ohio River Valley into Kentucky as we head into the day on Saturday. This afternoon, pretty hot and humid. In fact, so hot that we had a heat advisory that continues for another hour for Brevard County. Feels like temperatures today into the upper 90s to near 100 degrees there in Brevard County. Feels like 97 still in Melbourne. The feel like temperature in Orlando is 93. Overnight temperatures back down into the 70s. Tomorrow, a chance for some showers and storms with highs right around 90.
Hurricane Helene has left a trail of destruction across Florida. Storm officially making landfall in the U.S. Taylor County just after 11 p.m. last night. I want to give you a look here at Steinhatchee earlier today. This is just south of where the storm made landfall. Storm has since downgraded to tropical depression status as it is passing over Georgia, Tennessee, and the Carolinas. There are more than 30 storm-related deaths across several states. Florida residents now waiting on floodwaters to recede to really assess how extensive this damage is. Our crews have been with you all throughout the storm, and our team coverage is continuing here tonight. We are still across the state of Florida. I want to begin right now with our Randy Roush. He is in Perry, where residents are picking up pieces after their third hurricane in a little more than a year.
Hi everyone, I'm Randy Roush here in Perry, Florida, at a spot that was not far from where Hurricane Helene made landfall. Remember, this was a Category 4 storm roaring onshore Thursday night and on into Friday morning here in the Big Bend area. I'll tell you, I think the big story from this storm, at least so far, is this. Power lines down, trees down, very common across many of the surrounding communities. Look at how lucky this homeowner was. That tree just missing their home and falling on the power lines as well. I think that's what's going to take the longest, is getting these power lines back up across all the surrounding communities and getting that electricity flowing once again. Downtown Perry, not far from here, really not much damage, surprisingly, so that's some good news. And right down the road from downtown Perry, a command center has been set up where state agencies are meeting right now to figure out what communities need to be served and helped out from this powerful storm. Now, as of Friday afternoon, 1.2 million Floridians were without power.
But on the coast where the storm surge was, that's where it's devastating. So many waterfront businesses have just been literally sucked out to sea, especially when you get down to Steinhatchee. So those were really affected by the storm surge, which was a monster.
So this is that command center that state agencies from around the state of Florida have gathered here and then will be dispatched throughout the area to help everyone nearby nearby that has been hit hard by this hurricane. Reporting on scene here in Perry, Randy Roush, Spectrum News.
Randy, appreciate that. Kate McVeigh joining us live now from North Pinellas County. Kate, I know Pinellas County Sheriff's Office a few minutes ago, they shared on social media that the barrier islands will remain closed and be reevaluated tomorrow. You are in Dunedin Pier, or should we say what's left of it. Just incredible, the fierce destruction there.
That's right. I would consider this one of the city's best landmarks, Greg. Usually if you're in town taking a stroll through, this is where you stop to catch a gorgeous sunset. In fact, I live in this area. I was here just last week with my family. I was telling the boys not to hang so far over the edge, and now look at it. I'm going to take a step out of the way so my photographer can zoom in. Those very same planks splintered and left a mess. In fact, I just spoke to one of the city workers. He said a lot of that debris you see here is a dock that blew over from a condo complex up the way. That's how strong the wind was, the storm surge last night. And other parts of the city are left dealing with Helene's aftermath as well. We stopped by some flood-prone areas. Check out what we found.
Welcome to Dunedin, though just down Edgewater Drive. Another, more unexpected greeting.
It washed up last night when the water was higher, and then this morning we realized how it was just on dry land now. I don't know whose boat it is, but it's the most photographed boat in Dunedin.
6+ feet of storm surge brought it on shore, and down at the Dunedin Marina, the once picturesque pier left mangled in its wake. Across the city, water flooded over streets and into homes by the Dunedin Causeway. Linda Gower and roommate Brian Sanborn took this video from their balcony.
The whole street back there was like a river. This whole street was like a river. Cars were almost covered, half covered. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Today, the pair sifted through the wet mess.
As you can see, it's up to here.
At least a foot of water in the garage and up to the second step inside.
I've never seen anything like it, ever. And I've been out here since 1989.
More of the same heading out of town, where Honeymoon Park is still underwater. Amanda McKinney's grandmother lives in the first house on the block.
The water maybe came up to here when it first came in. The water damage came all through the house, in all locations, all the bedrooms.
The home will likely have to be gutted. Amanda, who's in town all the way from Indiana, will of course help. She tells us she was supposed to head back home earlier this week, but stayed just to make sure her grandmother was safe.
She means everything to me. So I'm just glad that God put us here where we needed to be during this tragedy, because this we can clean up, but her life and our lives, and that's all we keep thinking about.
A lot of residents we spoke with today sharing that sentiment. Those messes can be cleaned up, belongings can be replaced, but clearly people cannot. Now, the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office just confirmed for us one person in that mobile home park did die overnight when a fire broke out. The neighbors tell us they believe that woman was heading back inside to grab just one more item when it happened. Greg?
Kate McVeigh live for us in Pinellas County. Thank you. And we do have continuing coverage for you as we go throughout the evening here. How did some Central Florida's flood-prone neighborhoods fare in Hurricane Helene? We're going to check in areas including Volusia County as we continue. Plus, Chris Gilson with our forecast for the evening and weekend ahead.
Yeah, flooding a big concern now to the north into portions of the Ohio River Valley, back toward places like Indiana and Kentucky this weekend. What's left of Helene, the latest on that in your weekend when we come back.
This hurricane season, stay informed and prepared with the Spectrum News app. Get up-to-the-minute information from your weather experts, live Klystron 13 radar, and set up essential alerts when you need them most. Spectrum News, your community connection. Available on all of your favorite devices.
Our community is top of mind when it comes to storms that may be moving into Central Florida. We want to make sure that you're prepared, not scared, and we'll ride out the storm together as a community.
Watch the Spectrum News 13 weather experts exclusively on Spectrum.
What if you never had to worry about what you could do? Because you could do anything. Anywhere could be the center of everywhere. And boundaries only existed to be pushed. So the only limit you faced was how big you could dream. What would you do then? Some pretty cool stuff, I bet. Yeah, that'd be some life. That'd be life unlimited.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable. The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kitchen now.
From D.C. to Tallahassee, elected officials are making decisions that affect our daily lives right here at home.
These decisions happen every day, which is why Political Connections breaks down the biggest stories every weeknight,
providing you real context and balanced analysis of the day's political news,
giving you a better understanding of how the issues impact you and your local community.
Join us for Political Connections weeknights at 7 and 11:30 on Spectrum News 13, exclusively on Spectrum.
5:11 now on this Friday evening. I'm meteorologist Chris Gilson, getting ready to close out September this weekend, head into October next week, and we're going to hold on to our summer-like feel here in Central Florida as we head into the next several days, with temperatures topping out right around 90 degrees. So today we had a heat advisory in place for portions of Central Florida, Brevard County, where heat index values were close to 100. Here in Sanford, we have a feels like temperature of 92, definitely high humidity, plenty of clouds around at times, and a little bit of sunshine trying to break through those clouds there from the DeLandKia.com cam. Now, winds have been breezy, noticeable out of the southwest today, about 10 to 20 miles per hour, with some higher gusts closer to 30 miles per hour, but a far cry from those gusty winds that we had last evening when they were gusting around 50 to 60 miles per hour. The winds will be even lighter for your Saturday. We're looking at those winds coming down to around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but the winds will be out of the southwest. That southwesterly flow off the Gulf of Mexico will help trigger some showers and thunderstorms for your Saturday and also into the day on Sunday, but not a washout for those weekend plans. Unfortunately, the active weather continues across the North Carolina, especially around Asheville into eastern Tennessee. A lot of flooding today, and that flooding risk will continue through the weekend for portions of Ohio down into Kentucky. This is what's left of Helene. It's post-tropical now, but a broad area of low pressure that has range stretching from Memphis, Tennessee, Arkansas into Missouri, all the way to places like Virginia and Maryland. So that deep moisture wrapping in around this area of low pressure as it continues to weaken to the north, and around it pulling those winds out of the southwest here across Central Florida. So that southwesterly flow will continue to trigger a chance for some showers and storms through the weekend. But looking fairly quiet for tonight. Temperatures back down into the upper 70s. As we head toward morning, around 7, 8 o'clock, we could have a few showers already developing. That off and on chance for some widely scattered showers lasting into the afternoon and into the evening. So for the weekend, looking at temperatures down into the 70s as we head towards your Saturday morning, with highs back to near 90 for both Saturday and Sunday. Greg?
Chris, thank you. Even though Helene made landfall in the Big Bend, effects from the storm were felt across Central Florida, including Volusia County. In Edgewater today, crews responded to downed power lines, fallen trees, and power outages. Spectrum News 13's Reagan Ryan live for us tonight in Volusia County. So what effects did the city feel from Helene?
Greg, you know, residents here were prepared for rain, but this really ended up being a large wind event. We were out here yesterday and we were feeling those wind gusts ourselves. If you take a look behind me, you can see the Seahorse Mobile Home Park. We were here talking to residents today, and city leaders tell us this is one of the areas that saw the most effects from those strong winds.
It was like 4 o'clock this morning, and I heard a loud crash.
Friday morning, Sue Ellen Duga woke up to the sound of her bedroom window shattering. She thought that was the extent of the damage until she went into her kitchen.
They came out here and like, oh my, I have a tree in my kitchen sink. And the floor was just covered in dirt. It just, It just made me sick.
A large tree fell through her roof and home. She says the fire department responded right away.
I knew winds were coming, but I wasn't, like I said, I was worried about the tree we have living out here, this one. I had no idea that the neighbor's tree would hop the fence and fall into my house.
She's experienced storm damage before. Sue Ellen moved into this home just 1 month before Hurricane Ian hit in 2022.
My car was parked out there and we had wastewater, and it was a red Mercedes-Benz, the love of my life, and got trashed.
Sue Ellen says after Helene, she's considering moving.
My son and I were talking about it, and I don't think I can go through another season. I would be too nervous. In a manufactured home, I just can't do it.
She says the silver lining is the help she's received from others. The fire department got her in contact with the last tree company in this area before they deployed to Atlanta. Habitat for Humanity is adding tarps to her roof and replacing the sink.
You think you're alone, but in these times you find out you're not. And I'm so grateful for them.
Sue Ellen encourages other homeowners that experience damage to reach out to your local city, county, and agencies like FEMA. You can learn how to do so on our website at mynews13.com. Reporting live in Edgewater, Reagan Ryan, Spectrum News.
Reagan, thank you. And we also want to mention Reagan Ryan is a Report for America Corps member reporting on issues including the environment and climate for Spectrum News 13. Here's what you need to know this evening. Port Canaveral back open after Hurricane Helene. The port reopened 9 this morning. 5 cruise ships had to wait out the storm at sea. MSC Seashore was the first vessel to pull in. Port spent the day getting thousands of passengers off and loading thousands more for their vacations. Saturday sailings should not be impacted, but you do want to check with your cruise line just to make sure. Helene is not impacting Central Florida road work this weekend, so want to keep an eye out for that. Starting Sunday night, there's going to be a nightly ramp closure on I-4 eastbound at the beach line and also westbound on I-4 exit ramp to eastbound State Road 528. Closures going to begin at 10 p.m., expected to reopen by 6 a.m. Monday, so crews can conduct winding operations for a segment of the westbound and eastbound ramps. Remember, join us on Spectrum News for your real-time traffic updates with Jerry Hume. And to share any traffic-related concerns you may have, you can visit us at mynews13.com. Just click on the traffic tab. Clearing debris and removing trees, the efforts in Marion County to get power lines back up and power running and roadways cleared. The work happening there and across Central Florida as we continue.
Spectrum News 13 is brought to you by Fields BMW. Come see our full lineup of BMW cars and SUVs.
Here are your winning lottery numbers.
The 2024 election will decide not only who leads our nation, but also your community. From the halls of Congress to your state capitol, let Spectrum News 13 be your resource for balanced, in-depth coverage with our dedicated experts in local politics. Strengthening democracy by informing your community. That's our mission. Available on all of your favorite devices. Exclusively on Spectrum.
When you never have to worry about thinking too big? Because you have a connection that's ready for anything. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
We are connected, engaged, from the moment we rise. We move. We adjust. We learn, explore, relax, and grow together so we're ready to build a better tomorrow. Stay informed throughout your day with the Spectrum News app, exclusively for Spectrum customers.
Friday nights, The Big Deal with Errol Lewis, where Spectrum News' local political journalists break down the most important issues shaping our nation.
A breezy to windy day today as Helene pulls northward through portions of South North Carolina and Tennessee today. Winds yesterday as Helene was tracking along the Gulf Coast of Florida, gusting up to 67 miles per hour. The highest wind gust recorded at the Orlando International Airport. Orlando Executive Airport had a wind gust around 62 miles per hour. Maitland, 63 mile per hour wind gust. Sanford, a 60 mile per hour wind gust. And Daytona Beach reporting a wind gust up to 53 miles per hour. Still breezy to windy out there today, but a lot quieter here across the state of Florida after Helene made landfall last evening, shortly after 11 o'clock in the Big Bend. What's left of Helene continues to wreak havoc, though, in North Carolina, Tennessee today. A lot of flooding stretching into South Carolina and Georgia as well. And that band of clouds wrapping in around Helene, stretching from Missouri into Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, and into the mid-Atlantic states for this evening. You can see the swath of rain here stretching from portions of North Carolina into Virginia and back into the Ohio River Valley. So flooding is going to be a concern tomorrow, even as Helene continues to weaken. What's left of it still producing some heavy rainfall this weekend into portions of West Virginia, Kentucky, southern Ohio, into Indiana, and as far west as Illinois and portions of Missouri. So for us here, we are looking at a chance for some showers and storms locally each weekend day, but not a washout. Notice we will have some moisture here kind of hovering over central Florida as we go through the next 24 to 36 hours, and that could lead to some off and on showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder, and then some drier air starts to move in by next Monday. The tan shading here indicating that drier air, so we'll see a lower coverage of showers and thunderstorms as we head into the start of next week. For your Saturday beach plans tomorrow, looking at an elevated risk of rip currents. It's going to be moderate to high. Water temperatures hovering in the low to mid 80s. There will be that chance for some showers and storms around. Surfers will find port of fair surfing conditions. Out on the waters for mariners, seas will be running at 2 to 3 feet with a light chop on the intracoastal waterways here in Brevard County. Up to the north around Volusia County, winds out of the south at 5 to 10 knots with seas running at 2 to 3 feet and a moderate chop a little bit farther to the north. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast showing that 40% coverage of rain through Monday and then lowering that coverage of rain down to 30% for Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures will be topping out above average into lower 90s.
Communities across Central Florida are dealing with Hurricane Helene aftermath. Marion County saw some direct impacts from the storm. Spectrum News 13's Devin Martin is there.
Phil Howell is eyeing every move.
We do everything, to move heaven and earth to get the work done.
He and his team are using a lift and crane to get this tree off this home.
We're going to be removing the top of that tree, which is not only on top of the roof, but it's through the roof and into the house, and extensive damage.
Their goal, to be as efficient as possible.
We're more about trying to preserve the tree if possible, but we'll certainly tell people when the time comes that it's time to, make the call to remove it. So to save, structures and people.
Near Reddick, members of the roads department are hard at work responding to a tree that fell and downed power lines.
We received well over 500 calls. We've responded to
a little over 220 trees that have fallen. Of those, we've cleared probably 130.
Stephen Cohoon, county engineer for Marion County, tells me around 100 people are actively removing trees and vegetation from the area. They've been responding to these types of calls for over 24 hours.
We make sure that all our major corridors are cleared.
These long days are worth it, though. Stephen says community comes first.
We don't have the privilege of downtime, and that's one thing we signed up for. Next time you see your local county worker filling a pothole, removing a tree or vegetation, take the time to thank them.
In Marion County, Devin Martin, Spectrum News.
If you live in Marion County area, I want to let you know Marion County Utilities has issued a boil water notice for the Golden Holiday mobile home community. County says it is because of loss of power at the nearby water plant. So all residents of the community have to boil water before consumptions. That is until the county clears that the water is safe to drink again. They do say you should boil your water for 1 minute before using it to drink. Brush your teeth or cook with it. You do not need to boil water that is used for bathing or laundry. AAA does have some insurance advice if you experience damage from Hurricane Helene. If you have damage to your home, AAA recommends you document it as soon as possible. Prevent further damage by covering broken windows or your roof with the tarp. You also want to try to keep receipts for any preliminary repairs and contact your insurance company immediately. Also, very big here, be leery of contractors who go door to door, and make sure to hire a licensed contractor to do the repairs. All right, coming up this weekend, Saturday, we could see the first human spaceflight mission launch from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. NASA and SpaceX are getting ready to send Crew 9 to the International Space Station. Launch is set Saturday afternoon, 1:17, and this mission is also going to mark the first time a U.S. Space Force Guardian heads into orbit. We've got an astronaut and a cosmonaut that will spend about 6 months on the ISS before returning home with Boeing Starliner crew Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams. Of course, we'll have live coverage of that launch for you right here on Spectrum News 13. Assessing the damage in Florida's capital city, the scenes in Tallahassee after Hurricane Helene made a last-minute turn away from a direct hit. You're watching Spectrum News 13.
At Spectrum News, we're committed to strengthening the fabric of local communities through our reporting, with stories that inspire and news that matters on your smart TV and connected devices. Streaming live 24/7, plus on-demand weather forecasts. It's all there as you step outside with the Spectrum News mobile app, keeping you informed and in the know throughout your day. Spectrum News, your community connection, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Now available on your favorite devices.
At Spectrum Enterprise, we give over 80% of the Fortune 500 the technology solutions they need to meet their growing business demands. Whether it's ultra-fast connectivity, seamless transactions, safe and secure data, or reliable always-on technology, these businesses demand better, and we're here to deliver it. Get a network you can rely on with our 100% uptime SLA guarantee.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Spectrum News 13 is committed to helping today's students become tomorrow's scientists through Project Weather. Congratulations to the 2024 scholarship winners for their dedication and achievement. We are now accepting applications for the 2025 Project Weather scholarships. If you're a high school senior who excels in science, head to our website to find out how to apply. Spectrum News 13, exclusively on Spectrum.
Spectrum News 13 is brought to you by Fun Spot America. It's huge.
Thank you for being with us. I'm Greg Angel. Here are your top stories in 90 seconds.
Well, my reaction is, unfortunately, this forecast came to fruition.
Floridians getting a clear view of the damage Helene left. Storm has claimed the lives of at least 30 people. 5 of those deaths were in Pinellas County. State leaders say they are pulling out all the stops to help people in their recovery efforts. U.S. Coast Guard releasing video of a rescue they made as Helene approached. Coast Guard says a man and his dog were on a disabled sailboat about 25 miles off Sanibel Island. That's near Fort Myers. 2 were placed in a rescue basket and taken to a nearby airport where they were met by first responders. Polk County sent nearly 50 members from the county's emergency self-contained rescue team to Taylor County to help with cleanup in the Big Bend region. Convoy left shortly before 7 this morning. Team is bringing with them a lot of equipment like a mobile kitchen, airboats, ATVs, swamp buggies, generators, and a whole lot more. Orlo Vista did not flood overnight as Central Florida experienced some of the storm impacts. Orange County Mayor Jerry Deming says the ongoing flood mitigation project is supposed to help prevent flooding during major storms in Central Florida, and says the pumps were not tested by Mother Nature last night. A big improvement, big sigh of relief for a lot of folks living over there. As we continue to deal with the remnants of Helene and what's left, we're also looking forward to the weekend. Chris?
Yeah, the flooding and gusty winds this evening are working through Ohio right now. Some heavy rain in southern Ohio, and that rain with what is left of Helene continues to move through portions of the Mid-South into the Mid-Atlantic. So that's having far-reaching impacts even tonight, and it's well away from us here in Central Florida. We still have those winds coming out of the west and southwest this evening, still kind of breezy to windy. Those winds will come down through the overnight. Tomorrow we could have some off and on periods of rain, not a washout for those weekend plans. Temperatures topping out into the upper 80s and lower 90s.
Cleanup efforts are continuing tonight after Hurricane Helene left its mark on Florida. Let's give you a look at Shell Point Beach. This is in Wakulla County, about 45 minutes south of Tallahassee. Final turn from the storm caused it to make landfall near Perry in Taylor County, an area that's been hit hard by 2 other hurricanes in the last 13 months. Team coverage continuing this hour. Jason Delgado is in Tallahassee. Want to begin, though, with Calvin Lewis. He is in Pasco County. Calvin, how are things looking where you are?
Well, Greg, believe it or not, this portion that we are standing alongside, this is Bay Boulevard here in Pasco County. This is on the west side of US 19. And believe it or not, this entire road was actually completely submerged underwater at one point. The good news is, as you can see, within the last couple of hours or so, we've seen this water recede. But the bad news, there's still damage to deal with.
It looked like a bomb went off in here, man. It just looked like a bomb went off. All the furniture had floated to the doors, to the entryways.
For Kyle Polson, the aftermath of Hurricane Helene may not seem like anything new.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
As he and family members salvage what they can from their home.
The bins we're keeping.
Hurricane Helene is now the 4th storm they've been through here, having just been impacted by Hurricane Idalia last year.
We've applied for the grants to either raise the house or build new, and this is just getting old.
Just walking through his family's home, you can see what Polson is talking about, as flood level markings from Helene stain the walls.
Yeah, it was all the way up here, man.
And furniture rests upturned and scattered in their rooms.
I mean, we put bricks on 2 of the bookcases, and it held them from tipping over. Cinder blocks, yeah.
For now, it's a matter of cleaning up, saving as many precious memories.
This is the box of stuffed animals she just said.
As they can.
So we'll save what we can, rinse off what we can, and just have to toss the rest.
And you heard Polson mention there early on, they are thinking about actually raising the home. He said it's something that they've looked into in the past as some grants, but they haven't had any luck just yet. It's also something, he says, that a few of his fellow neighbors are looking into as well. For now, we're live here in Pasco County. Calvin Lewis, Spectrum News.
Calvin, thank you. And while Florida's capital city was not where landfall happened, there are still widespread impacts across the area. Jason Delgado is continuing our team coverage tonight in Tallahassee.
There are roughly 53,000 residents here in Tallahassee without power as of Friday morning. That's according to the city. Now, there's a few reasons for that, but perhaps the biggest one are all these trees. Hurricane Helene ripped through the Big Bend and even brought strong winds throughout Tallahassee, tearing down trees. One of those trees nearly struck Julia Monsanto's apartment. She rode out the storm elsewhere with a friend.
I will. Yes, I will probably leave Tallahassee this time. We've gotten lucky several times, and I think it might run out soon.
Meanwhile, others aren't as lucky. This tree, it crushed a Jeep. It also clipped a nearby apartment. Samantha Stevens was standing just feet away when she heard a crack.
This one was a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. So I think next time we really might consider evacuation a little bit more seriously, especially just with, there's a few more trouble trees up there, so we want to be safe.
Cleanup here could take days or weeks. Crews here are busy clearing debris and removing downed lines. Well, as of Friday afternoon, the city says they've restored power back to 77% of its customers. The goal here is to get that number up to 90% by Saturday evening. That's the latest in Tallahassee. Jason Delgado, Spectrum News.
Jason, thank you. And here's a look at the mess left behind in Treasure Island after Helene ripped through the area. And while many crews in Florida are focusing on recovery, the storm is still a threat in the Carolinas. We spoke with the National Weather Service director about the severity of this storm.
So that we got the storm surge issues that we're dealing with. I'm seeing incredible wind damage as well. When you have a storm this large, we saw this system, think about this, remaining a hurricane even 6 hours after landfall, which is staggering. And we saw sustained tropical storm force winds all the way up to upstate South Carolina. So incredible tree damage.
Here's a look at some of the impacts in North Carolina today. This is an area of Asheville where you can see a street essentially turning into a river. North Carolina is one of 4 states where storm-related deaths have been confirmed. A reminder for you, even if you're not a Spectrum customer, you can keep up with our hurricane recovery coverage on the Spectrum News app. In addition, Spectrum is helping people stay connected during and after Hurricane Helene, offering free unlimited access to Spectrum Wi-Fi access points. These 45,000 access points in Florida will be available until October 2nd. Getting back to business over at Port Canaveral, how crews are getting ready to set sail once again, turning things around after Helene. Meanwhile, a lot of attention already on the weekend. Chris Gilson joining us now. We know even some of the high school football teams still taking to the gridiron tonight.
Yeah, looking much better out there tonight. We have a little bit of sunshine. Still kind of breezy, though. We could see the rain return and impact those weekend plans. Details on that when we come back with your Weather on the Ones forecast.
My favorite thing about Central Florida is the people, our neighbors, our friends, our coworkers.
There's something so special about those early morning hours, and it feels amazing to go out into the community sharing real, authentic stories.
When you connect with someone at a personal level, there's a trust.
I think it's great to start your day in a way that you feel connected, especially with the morning news. You hear about the weather, the traffic. It's everything you need to get out the door and feel like you're ready to tackle the day.
Your morning news on Spectrum News 13.
Your small business has unlimited potential. Spectrum Business is built to connect you with that potential. With Spectrum One for Business, you get fast internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and a mobile line with award-winning multi-layered security to defend all your devices. If it's connected, it's protected. And we're committed to keeping you connected 100% of the time. Connect your business to unlimited potential for only $49.99 per month.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
At Spectrum News, we're committed to strengthening the fabric of local communities through our reporting, with stories that inspire and news that matters on your smart TV and connected devices. Streaming live 24/7, plus on-demand weather forecasts. It's all there as you step outside with the Spectrum News mobile app, keeping you informed and in the know throughout your day. Spectrum News, your community connection, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Now available on your favorite devices.
I'm Allison Walker, and this week on a special edition of In Focus, you hear the title Commerce Secretary, and immediately you think of bureaucrats in Washington. But hold on, Florida has their own Department of Commerce focused on jobs and business here in the Sunshine State. The man at the helm, Alex Kelly. We're sitting down with Kelly to talk about jobs in Florida, jobs coming to Florida, and business in the States. Even Florida as an international figure in the global business world. Florida Secretary of Commerce, Alex Kelly, on this week's In Focus, Sunday at 11:30 a.m. and 8:30 p.m. right here on Spectrum News.
5:41, I'm meteorologist Chris Gilson with Mallory Nichols, tracking a quieter Friday evening. It's overall going to be a pretty nice weekend for those outdoor plans, but we will be dodging some rain and storms at times. As we take you out to the DeLandKia.com cam here on the Citrus Tower in Claremont, looking at a mix of sun and clouds, a temperature there of 89 degrees. It feels like it's in the middle to upper 90s. Those winds out of the south-southwest pulling in that high humidity, pushing the heat index values, what it feels like on your skin, well above 90 degrees today, but those breezes that we've had throughout the afternoon into the evening will not be as noticeable for tomorrow. The winds will start to subside tonight, and they'll stay on the lighter side for tomorrow, about 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the southwest. Klystron 13 showing quiet conditions here locally. No rain to track for those Friday night football plans, but up to the north, as we were mentioning earlier, a lot of heavy rain leading to flooding in portions of the Carolinas, Georgia, and Tennessee. That heavy rain threat now expanding farther to the north. So Helene has weakened. It's post-tropical now, but a broad area of low pressure here tracking across portions of the Mid-South into the Ohio River Valley and also into the mid-Atlantic states, and bringing that heavy rain threat along with it. Some drier air starting to move into Atlanta and South Carolina. That dry air up to the panhandle of Florida, but we'll hold on to some moisture that's working out of the Gulf of Mexico as we head through the weekend, and that could trigger some off and on showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. This evening, though, looking largely dry, clearing out a bit as we head through the overnight. Temperatures back down into the middle to upper 70s, and it won't be as windy for tomorrow. Those winds pulling and that moisture out of the southwest tomorrow will trigger that chance for a few widely scattered showers tomorrow morning, even as early as 6-7 o'clock in the morning. Not widespread, but some hit and miss showers will be possible through the afternoon into the early evening, and that won't be the same story on Sunday too. So overnight, staying muggy and mild, temperatures down into the middle 70s, with a chance for a few afternoon and evening storms on Saturday and Sunday. High temperatures right around 90. Greg?
Chris, appreciate that. Well, the week that it has been, a lot of folks looking to just cruise into the weekend, literally. Port Canaveral is back open after shutting down Thursday because of the storm, and cruise lines are now working to get things back on track. Spectrum News 13's Asher Wildman live for us tonight at Port Canaveral with a look at where things are. Pretty busy day, Asher.
Yeah, and depending who you ask, it was a good day, especially for the local businesses here at the port. All the restaurants, Greg, I got to tell you, there was a 90-minute wait time for lunch. And this isn't a noon lunch, okay? This is like a 1:30, 2 o'clock lunch. However, business was good here, but as you can see, boats behind me, they're still here.
Are you folks ready to order?
Andrea Taylor wasn't the only one waiting at the port Friday.
That's it?
Yeah, just waiting to get on.
Okay, waiting to get on their boat. Here's another couple waiting to get on their boat.
The perfect storm of business helping keep port restaurants busy. All 5 cruise ships coming into port late and delaying the next cruise going out by hours, meaning plenty were waiting around.
What time were you supposed to go? 11:30. What time? 11:30. What time are you going now?
3 o'clock. Passengers on the Utopia of the Seas said they were delayed coming into port a few hours because of Hurricane Helene.
There were moments like around that 11 p.m. that it ended up being a little bit rocky, but overall, there wasn't anything like falling off the tables or nothing like that. It was completely fine, and things were still open, so it was still a good time.
Fridays are typically a busy day at the port, but this Friday's scene was a bit unusual. At least to Andrea, who's been serving at Seafood Atlantic for 7 years.
Very unusual to see all these people with luggages walking around, nowhere to go. They don't know where to go next. They're kind of confused.
Of the boats in port Friday, all should have been cleared and boarded in the early afternoon. Instead, folks going home or travelers looking for their first buffet.
But you guys have a big group of people. That's going to be so much fun.
Had to wait a little bit longer. Now, I can tell you we've not heard any air horns yet because of these delays. A lot of people said it was about a 2-hour delay for them, but we were under the expectation that the cruises would still leave port on time. However, the 5 that are here are still here. Reporting live in Port Canaveral, Asher Wildman, Spectrum News.
Destination Space News. SpaceX still looking to send up its Crew 9 mission on Saturday. Hurricane Helene delayed the original launch from Thursday. Astronaut Nick Hague and cosmonaut Alexander Gorbanov have completed dress rehearsals. That's all set. Their rocket and crew capsule that had been rolled back to the hangar for protection from Helene. NASA says the launch will now happen no earlier than Saturday, but they are targeting 1:17 in the afternoon. Of course, we will have live launch coverage as it happens. And with so much happening on our Space Coast, we know it is hard to stay on top of it all, but we are making it easy for you. Check out the Destination Space section of the Spectrum News app. We've got everything you want to know right there. Time now for your market wrap-up. U.S. stock indices drifting around their record is hopes that the economy can pull off the rare feat of getting painfully high inflation under control without a recession. Let's take a look at the board here. We've got the Dow with some gains, but NASDAQ and S&P 500 ending the trading week with some losses. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has awarded a contract to Lockheed Martin for 2 specialized aircrafts. What you see here, the C-130J Hercules. It's going to serve as a flying laboratory in support of the NOAA's hurricane research. They're funded by the Disaster Relief Supplemental Appropriations Act, expected to join the fleet in 2030. Here's a look at how businesses with Central Florida ties perform. Lockheed Martin and L3 Harris rose, while Delta Airlines stock dropped. Here's what you need to know right now. Several Orange County public schools starting the day without power just hours after Hurricane Helene had made landfall. School leaders say those problems, though, were quickly resolved.
13 experienced power outages overnight. I'd like to thank Duke Energy and OUC for responding very quickly to those issues that arose. 8 of those schools were able to be restored by the time school began, and the 5 that were still out were back up by noon.
That was Scott Howitt with Orange County Public Schools. He also says for those 5 schools he mentioned without power to start the day, there were accommodations for students and staff like water and Gatorade. A push for donations. The urgent call One Blood has as many Floridians on our Gulf Coast are working to assess the impact of Hurricane Helene.
Here's the deal. In this election year, people need a place to explore national issues that have an impact on their community. To understand those issues better, we're bringing together our team of local political journalists from across the country to break down what's happening. So join us every week to catch up on the key stories making a big difference across the nation and in your local community.
Watch The Big Deal with Errol Lewis Friday nights at 7:30 on Spectrum News 13. Available on all of your favorite devices exclusively on Spectrum.
No matter what your dream is, Spectrum Business can connect you to it. That's life unlimited.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Our community is top of mind when it comes to storms that may be moving into Central Florida and the impacts that it could have on us, our families, our friends. We're committed to staying with you, providing information in a clear and concise manner. We want to make sure that you're prepared, not scared, and we'll ride out the storm together as a community.
Watch the Spectrum News 13 weather experts on your TV and on the go with the Spectrum News app, exclusively on Spectrum.
Thanks so much for staying with us here on this Friday night. I'm meteorologist Chris Gilson with Mallory Nichols, tracking what's left of Helene. That is moving through portions of the Mid-South into the Carolinas today, where they're looking at significant catastrophic flooding into portions of western North Carolina and eastern Tennessee. We also have two other named storms. Hurricane Isaac, it's way out there in the north central Atlantic. That will not pose a threat to land. Also looking at Tropical Storm Joyce. This will stay away from land. Couple other areas being watched with a low chance to potentially develop. The one a little bit closer to home in the Caribbean and around the Yucatan Peninsula. We have plenty of time to watch that. So Helene is still making headlines today with the heavy rain moving through the Carolinas and also into portions of Tennessee and Kentucky, even stretching into Ohio. Helene making landfall last evening at 11:10, 10 miles to the west-southwest of Perry, Florida, in Taylor County. It was a Category 4 with winds up to 140 miles per hour and the pressure of 938 millibars. The lower the pressure, the stronger the storm. Now, today, of course, with it being over land, it has weakened substantially after rapidly intensifying yesterday from a Category 1 up to a Category 4 hurricane. And those winds, even while it was over land as of 4 a.m. this morning, it still was a pretty potent tropical storm. Those winds now down to a tropical depression this afternoon, winds down to 35 miles per hour. But even so, still plenty of moisture working around it, producing that flooding in the Carolinas, Tennessee River Valley, and also looking at the heavy rain now moving into portions of southern Ohio. For us, we're still going to have some moisture in place here through the weekend to spark some showers and storms, but nothing like they'll see across the north into portions of Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio. They're looking at that chance for some flooding rains through the next 24 to 36 hours. So that will be the case there across the north. For us, we're looking at a 40% coverage of rain over the next few days, even lower rain chances as some drier air moves in by Tuesday and Wednesday. That will trim back the coverage of rain down to 30% by the middle portion of the next week. Temperatures will be slightly above average, still feeling like summer even though we're heading into October, with temperatures reaching the upper 80s and lower 90s. Pollen forecast now brought to you by Boken Munz & Munz. It'll be low to moderate for Saturday and Sunday. On Monday in the moderate range.
Let's talk about your health. One Blood has an urgent need for donations after Hurricane Helene. While all blood types are needed, they say they especially need platelets as well as O negative and O positive blood donations. One Blood says its donor centers are open and the big red buses are out. You can find a location and make an appointment by visiting their website, oneblood.org. Mother-daughter duo is teaming up to provide a special event for other moms and daughters throughout Central Florida. It is being put on through their nonprofit organization, Let's Spill the Tea. Orlando radio personality Monica May and her daughter Monique are hosting this special event. It's coming up Saturday morning. May says she and her daughter felt a conversation talking about things like teen pregnancy, mental and physical health. It is greatly needed right now in the greater Orlando area, and it's an opportunity for moms and daughters to really understand how to talk with each other.
I figured Monique and I, my daughter, who is the other part of this Let's Spill the Tea, had such go through the turbulence, but we had an openness where I could accept criticism from her. She could accept it from me. Why? Because we started early. putting people in check, letting them know what was right, but gently. Communication is the key, and that's what the T is all about.
The free event is taking place Saturday, 9 a.m. until noon at Valencia College West Campus. That's on South Kirkman Road. You can find more information on how to register at letsspillthet.org. U.S. News ranked UCF, University of Central Florida, among the nation's top 5 most innovative public universities. It is the 7th consecutive year for UCF. It also comes at a time where a lot of growth is happening for the college. You are looking here at the future Lake Nona campus for the College of Nursing, which is right next to the medical school. Right now, it's 40% done. It is set to open in fall of 2025.
I'm so proud that our UCF College of Nursing is equally innovative as the university as a whole. And we have faculty with our simulation area who are developing and designing new technologies to make learning fun and engaging.
New UCF College of Nursing, Dr. Phillips Nursing Pavilion will allow for not only more innovation within the classroom, but students as well. UCF continues to partner with Advent Health, Orlando Health, and Nemours as they become the solution for the nursing shortage in our Central Florida community.
I'm Todd Miner. For years, I fought